Another area I just want to touch on briefly is the dental treatment services scheme and the complete collapse, it has to be said, of that particular service over the last 5 years. Have you concerns about the collapse or within that service and the implications for medical card holders?
Yes, I think there's no doubt that the oral health strategy that the Department of Health have produced in conjunction with input from the HSE and from the profession is the direction of travel, but it is challenging within that, and there's no doubt there's challenges within the DTSS.
And the figures, I'm not sure as to whether you'd have them to hand. I know in 2017 there was 1,660 dentists participating in that scheme. Would you have a current figure?
I'll check the service plan. I have the service plan with me. I'll check if it's in that, and I'll come back to you with it. Yeah.
Just maybe to be helpful, because the latest PQ that I've received in March has a figure of 1,052 was the latest in March of this year. So it's over a 30% decline nationally in dentists participating. And if you drill down into those figures, obviously there's areas that are proportionately much higher in terms of the impact. If you have a look at my own constituency, LHO 7, for example, there's a 70% reduction in dentists participating in the scheme, down from 40 in 2018 down to 16 now. So I think you'd agree that is alarming, to say the least.
That is concerning, yeah. There's no doubt there's a concern about dentists being willing to participate in the DTSS.
So can I ask the department then, representatives, this is not a crisis that has developed overnight. I mean, there's a timeline over the last 5 years where there's a downward spiral of dentists participating in this scheme. So what actions are being taken by the department to address this major crisis that's impacting on so many people in terms of access to dental services?
Thanks, Deputy, for the question. And there is a new dental strategy, and there is very significant investment in terms of dental. I think in 2023 budget, there is. I'm just looking through my brief here to get you the figures, so I'm going to commit to getting those figures to you after around the level of investment. I think we accept the services are not where they need to be, and it is a key area of priority for the Minister and the HSE in terms of increasing that services. There's a range of things happening. It's also dealt with through some of the waiting list funding as well in terms of dental care, as well as the delivery of the dental care strategy. So if it's okay, I'll try and get the details for you during the committee and come back with figures.
Just to conclude, obviously engagement with representative organisations for dentists. Is there an ongoing process of engagement to try address the major concerns that they have in terms of the scheme that dates back to I think the early 90s when this scheme was put in place? So there is ongoing engagement.
There is, and to try to ensure not just probity but ensure consistency and that engagement. There is a national lead for oral health in the HSE, okay. So it's not left to local negotiation in terms of trying to achieve consistency both of standard probity and the supports that are available to people.
Okay. So just to conclude, for medical card holders that rely on this scheme, so when can they expect to see a service in place that they don't have to travel from one end of a constituency to the other into neighbouring counties to try get a dentist that's actually participating in this scheme? So when will people start seeing a tangible benefit in terms of being able to access a dentist that's participating in this scheme?
So I think in terms of what the department have said about the overall strategy and the increased investment in it, I think you will see incremental improvement. I couldn't nail it for you today to say exactly when you'll see substantial improvement, specifically in the piece of the number of dentists
So you're
participating
happy
in DTSS.
the hemorrhaging of dentists participating in that scheme? We're not going to see a further bottom out.
Well, we do the best we can, but dentists are independent contractors.
That's not very reassuring.
No, I take your point. And I'm not going to try and hoodwink you on it. But dentists are individual practitioners. The state does offer.
I have no faith in the scheme.
Well, as I say, there's every effort is made to improve on that. Our wish would have to be that the maximum access is there for people to access dental care, like we have in HSE dental services, right from the time when children go to school and so on. So I don't dispute your concern.